back. Still tuned into Startup Central, and now the fight clearly seems to be growing in the grocery space and the retail kirana space to try and increase their footfalls through digital wars. There's one company which is a startup by the name of SnapBizz, and they plan to launch digital solutions for nearly 3 lakh kirana stores. Let's connect then with Prem Kumar, the CEO of SnapBizz, to talk a little bit more about how they plan to outdo some of the big competitors, what their game plan is, and the changing face of retail. Thank you so much for taking time out and joining in. To begin with, let's begin by understanding your business a little bit more in terms of what the key USPs are for digital store management platform that's been created by SnapBizz.
So we are a vertical platform for the consumer goods industry. The soul of our solution is the transformation of a store, for the lack of a better word, into a virtual supermarket, and taking the store on and optimizing the relationship of the store, both on the demand side and the supply side. So we take the store online, we help the store acquire more customers, mine its customers, sell more to its current customers, optimize its relationship on the demand side. And on the supply side, we connect the store to all the supply stakeholders of this ecosystem, whether it is brands, distributors, cash and carries, financial service players, and all of them. So basically, the best way to understand us is probably to understand us as a brother of the merchant, sitting inside the store, transforming the store into a supermarket, a virtual supermarket, or a smart store, and optimizing his business and his relationship on the demand side and supply side. So what really makes this product pretty unique is the fact that it is built bottom up, and it is handcrafted for the kind of businesses that the small merchants do have, or the medium merchants do have, and takes care of all the key challenges that they have. For example, if you take a kirana store, how does he handle peak hour traffic, right? Or how does he build packaged goods and loose items seamlessly at the same speed? How do you create interoperability? How do you handle the innumerable workflows that do exist in this store? So it's a pretty bottom-up kind of a solution. While it is stupidly simple above the hood, it's complex technology below the hood.
So I just want to understand then, Prem, why would kirana stores opt for your platform versus, say, a JioMart?
I think these are two different plays. The first and foremost is that we definitely are a neutral platform. We are neither a seller of goods to consumers nor a supplier of goods to merchants. So we are a neutral platform. The merchants do perceive us as a white knight and as a trusted partner. So that enables us to work in the best interest of the merchant at any point of time. And as a product, we do work and optimize the relationship of the merchant on both the demand side. So the customer never belongs to us. The customer still belongs to the merchant. And he sees us not as a competitor. He sees us as an ally or a white knight who helps him sort of not only just survive, but actually thrive in the current points of time and lend him a competitive edge.
Okay, moving on, just to give us a sense as to what the inventory management portion of the app is and how you plan to facilitate better protocols.
So basically, we take care of the supply side of the thing. So it all starts off with driving consumption, right? First and foremost, he has to be able to use the product very well. In order to sort of facilitate him to use the product very well, the product is very handcrafted in terms of even a 70-year-old lady can use it, or a 15-year-old boy or an 18-year-old boy can use it. You don't have to be educated. So that's the first beginning stepping to basically to be able to enable a merchant use the solution very well. And then comes to the question of inventory. And this has got two dimensions. One is to basically optimize the inventory of the store and the working capital of the store. What should he have? How much of it should he have? And then to optimize the supply side. So the supply side has both goods and money. He needs both goods and money. So we integrate them to the ecosystem players, whether it's be distributors, wholesalers, large organized wholesalers, small wholesalers, and obviously facilitate him to sort of do the reordering and get the supplies well in time. and more importantly, in the right quantities from the is the most important thing. So our basic idea is to improve his profitability. What we do is we increase the sales by 15-20% by helping him sell more, and on the other side, we optimize his supply side by getting him better discounts, margins, promotions, etc. from the ecosystem, thereby impacting his profitability, the net profits, by about 20-25%.
Okay, and what kind of margins can you use to help Kirana stores achieve through these efficiencies?
So basically what we do is we fundamentally increase his sales. We increase his sales by roughly about 15-20%, largely because of the fact that we are able to enable him to sell more to his current customers and facilitate him to acquire more customers. On the other side, we improve his gross margin by from roughly what currently it's about 10%, we take it up to 11 or 11.5%. And the net impact of all of this is probably an increase in his net bottom line by 15-25%.
So with these tie-ups with ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank that you've partnered with, what is in it for these platforms?
So I think it's a the bank gets access to a very large space. You must say the FMCG grocery industry is roughly about a $500 billion space. What is more interesting is transactionally, it's worth about 1,500 billion because the product rolls over 3 times before it reaches the consumer. So what this facilitates is that the bank can embed itself very deeply into that ecosystem, initially at the merchant, to help the merchant, give him a helping hand to digitally and financially include him and integrate him with the ecosystem. And then further forward integrate into the consumer space and backward integrate into the supply space, right? And that has core value propositions like, improved stickiness with the customer, the current account, the digital payment space, the lending space, and all of that opens up suddenly, both in terms of not just the merchant, but going downstream to consumer and upstream to the suppliers. So I think it helps the banks or the financial service players to get a very solid foothold in a comprehensive manner by embedding themselves very deeply in the ecosystem.
Well, it certainly is a very interesting business model and a company. We'll hope to hear more from you. Thanks so much for giving us an insight as to how this works, how it's going to change the face of retail and what it means for some of these Kirana stores. Let's take a short break right here on the show. Up ahead, NSC has picked up a stake in Talent Sprint, a tech education offering platform. We connect with the management and we return.